Hi, I'm Tara Kruger. I'm 14 years old and I'm from El Paso, Texas. Tara Kruger is the sweetest psychopath you'll ever meet, and she's the abortion pieces to 1,000 maniacs. She was a B-movie scream queen actress in the 80s who died in a freak accident on set, but she's too dumb to know she's dead. My drag name came from my love of horror movies, Kruger being Freddy Krueger, my favorite slasher of all time, and Tara, I just wanted an unconventional name. I didn't want to be like Rebecca or some girl name like that, so I came out with Terror, so you'll know exactly what you get when I come out on stage, complete and utter terror. Well, being from Texas, the drag scene here is very old school, very pageant. It is growing now in the years, new queens coming in. I am one of the first queens to come out doing something way out of the box. I like to do more monstrous drag, kind of borderline tranimal. I've been doing drag since I was 13 years old. I first came out swearing for myself that I was the fishiest thing around, calling myself Rumor, because rumor had it I was a man. I actually quit drag for a couple years after that because I just got bored to death of it. I decided to revamp myself as the drag queen and come out, and that's where Terror was born. Well, when I first started doing drag professionally as performing, it wasn't even in the gay bars. I came up in an alternative scene at a venue called Tricky Falls, a concert venue. It's held shows like Marilyn Manson, Juicy J, Chris Brown, Wednesday 13. It wasn't necessarily like a gay show to go to when we started our thing. It was called Grind Presents, and we had a theme every month. Most of the crowd was goth kids, punk kids, anyone in the alternative scene. Not till a few months, maybe about a year into it, did I start actually doing shows at gay bars, but my show was so over the top I was almost kicked out of one. Talent, is stabbing myself a talent? I think so. Usually for my shows, I'll have my friend who's a body piercer come in, and she'll put needles all through my body, through my chest, my legs, the tits, and even my face. I even been staple gunned before. How other people would describe my drag, I would say they would call me Dragzilla, just this drag monster terrorist. I'm not really conventional when it comes to like wearing gowns and doing pageants. Some girls like being covered in diamonds, I like being covered in blood. Myself out of drag, I would kind of say I'm shy and awkward. Most of my friends say I'm a loudmouth and kind of annoying. But I guess it takes a while for me to warm up to people. There isn't necessarily any type of drag I don't like. I mean, if it's your thing, go for it. I will say I'm kind of bored of the old school scene. I mean, it's how many times can you watch a girl do the same thing for like 20 years? No tea, no shade. Well, all tea, all shade. I mean, I don't hate it, but I'm bored of it.
My real name is Raymond Ferris, and my drag name is Akasha Victor Connors. Actually, I started doing drag because my ex-husband hated it, and then he cheated on me, so I started doing drag. At first, my mom was like really disappointed because when I came out as gay, she was like, "This just don't become drag queen," and I was like, "Okay," and then I was like, "But actually, I'm drag queen." But now she's okay with it. She buys me dresses, so it's quite cool. I've performed in Colorado and in Phoenix. I performed in Lubbock. I've won titles in Las Cruces before I won titles here. I think the difference between drag in El Paso and drag anywhere else is that drag in El Paso is more like dance, and everywhere else is very like more calm and comedy. But it was good because I learned like different ways of drag instead of just El Paso drag. I think the only time I've ever been discriminated about doing drag is when I was running trade, but that's like hookering. But no, just kidding. I guess I really don't look at people if they're being disrespectful to me. Like, it's your opinion if you don't like what you see, but I'm just gonna be happy with it. So like, I think I always think people think I'm pretty. So one time I was running trade, and trade is like when you're hookering. So I was hooking, and because I needed some money. Anyway, so I guess the guy thought I was the actual woman, and so like we went to his car, we went to his house, and then as we were proceeding to take off each other's clothes, he noticed that I didn't have any titties, and then he was like, "Oh, it's okay, maybe you have little titties," and I was like, "Yeah," and then he reached down, and he was like, "Oh, you have a bigger one than I do," and I'm like, "Yeah," and then it just wasn't cute. But I mean, I got home safe, so it's good. No fighting. I used to live with my mom, and like from my mom's house to the bar, I would usually have to walk. So like, there's been times where like there's a game going on, and like I'm like walking down the street, and obviously like I'm like with big hair, and so they're like faggot, and I'm like, ugh. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm prettier than the wife, so I'm okay with that. One of my children has actually like they went to her house and threw eggs at her house because they found out that she was a drag queen, and like they were saying they were gonna kill her, and like she had to leave her apartment like because she was scared because her mom was there. It was crazy, but I've never gone to that. I don't know. I just guess I've been a little lucky.
It's a tragedy, honestly. Even as myself, as male, I am just very androgynous, and it's very hard myself going out there. People always just feel the need that you want to hear what they think about you. I've been spit at, have things thrown at, I've been chased down. Sometimes it's like, is it really worth it going by myself? Am I going to get beat up today? Who knows? Honestly, but that was a couple years ago. Now, more or less, I haven't really experienced such things, except for the recent death that's happened. Yes, even online, in person, online, especially since I go more towards a dark sense of drag, like I'm all about Satan or anything horror related like that. I have people praying for me, threatening to kill me. I remember one time someone told me online that I should watch out where I'm going because even my family won't recognize me after they're done with me. I think it's terrible. Even in like the gay community, I've seen it too. Even other gay people will like trash talk transgender people. Recently I saw a girl who came out as trans and said that this is her new name, this is what she wants to go by, and then her comments were just flooded with people like joking about it, using her old name, and just really trying to blast her out on that, and I thought that was really like, shitty.